Welcome to the Corrupted Gauntlet tutorial. If I had to guess, you're probably here to know how to kill this guy. Well, you've come to the right place. In this video, my hardcore group Ironman partner, Tubby Jr., will take you through exactly how to down Hufflepuff and conquer Corrupted Gauntlet as an Ironman. Mostly because, well, I don't know how. Enjoy!
These are my stats. You can see I have pretty good melees, pretty good attack, pretty good strength. The reason that I don't prefer the bow over using the Hallie and the staff is because I'm actually an Ironman, so I don't have rigor. The thing about rigor is it gives a damage boost. As you can see from the Eagle Eye, it only gives accuracy. So the weapons are sort of balanced around this fact, and the bow is like slightly weaker in terms of DPS. Another thing is these give defenses as well as Mystic Might gives some magical defense as well. So you want to keep that in mind a little bit. If you have a higher magic level, you'll protect against more of the Hunllef's magic damage attacks. Same with defense for the ranged ones. If you have a higher range level, it'll mitigate a little bit of the range damage coming from Hunllef. It doesn't matter too much though. It's just the little things.
Alright, so there's a couple of plugins you're going to want. First of all, that I find absolutely essential is tile indicators. Highlight your tile. Key remap. This is my setup. Move the camera with SOD. Then the remap prayer book and inventory is pretty important for CG. You get an inventory, you get prayer, blah, 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 turn prayers on, etc. And we also have, I like to see my prayer bar for my head. Helps a little bit. There's so much going on. Status bars. That's what this is. That puts it on the inventory basically. So you can see that very easily, which is important sometimes. And then you're going to want two from the hub. It's called, one is just called the Gauntlet. The other is called Hunllef Helper. So what the Gauntlet is basically a tracker for all your resources and whatnot when you get in. I'll show you. But this is my setup. I go tier 1 prep and I go 3 potions. I have a little MS Paint to show as well. This basically corresponds with that. So this is sort of an explanation. Yeah, this is why those numbers are the way they are. You can screenshot it or something, I don't know. And yeah, we'll do the gauntlet. I always have Hunllef Helper up, just so I know. To get into the fight. So wherever this guy is, you're gonna go in a little U-ring around him, I guess, in the starting room. You have a decent amount of time going tier 1 prep. I usually have like a minute left or so at the end. so it's pretty chill. Basically AFK. I try and tag all the rooms as I'm doing my little U-shape here. All the rooms I can, basically, that are efficient. I also collect all the resources that are in these first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms, as you'll see. The reason I'm lighting it up is just for later. Maybe I'll be missing a resource. Just be able to go back and know very quickly. As you see in the top left, we have the Hunllef Helper plugin. No, sorry, that's the Gauntlet plugin. It just keeps track of our resources, and it highlights them like this. Just easier on the eyes to doing this for long enough. The reason I'm tagging these outer 3 is because that's where the Demibosses will spawn. It's important to know which Demibosses you get, so you know which items to build. The bear is the melee weapon, which is the halberd. The dragon is the magic weapon, the staff. We didn't get that. And then the dark beast is the bow. So I'm definitely going halberd since I see the bear. I'll decide what else afterwards. See, my inventory is filled up. Okay, so that's all the fish I'll ever need, pretty much. I'll come back here at the end because all our fish are here. We're also now looking for ideally 120 shard and then a weapon frame as well. So I know that I need the weapon frame. I'm just gonna put this fish here. Like when I go to get fish later, I'll probably run this way, grab the fish, etc., etc. And that'll do that. There's my frame. I could have picked up the shards. I didn't. It's all good. Probably have extra shards at the end. Usually do. So I'm just gonna drop off my fish. Any inventory slots. Honestly, I should have done this in reverse order. The reason is I get 3 vials here, and then I'll go whatever T2 that I see. So I see the bear. I'm gonna go to T2 halberd here, and then I'm gonna drop off my resources right here. As you see, I got the ore already, which means I use a pickaxe, which means I can drop the pickaxe. So I'm just gonna drop that. You can fill up these vials. I'll show you the 2 ways. The other way is you can fill them up. I guess I didn't show you, but you can fill them up at the depleted fishing spot as well. So that sometimes can save you a couple seconds. This guy you can save spot in any of the doorways, like right here. I might get the wolves though, which is pretty sad. Nope, can't get the wolves. So you can just save spot in this door and I can flick. As you can see, it's pretty AFK. I do need the white stuff afterwards. I'll grab all that. I'll show you with this wolf. Whenever you get the XP drop, you can attack on the same tick. It's a little bit of efficiency. And I missed it there, obviously. But some of these corners you can also save spot them on. That was not one of them. It's usually going this direction. I didn't necessarily need to kill that wolf because as you can see, I've gotten all my shards. But I just wanted to show you the resource little tick trick, which I didn't do a good job at doing anyway. Yeah, so I got the bear at this point. I still need one other boss item. So basically, you can see on the map, it's these 3 on every single corner of the room. So I'm gonna work my way, see the boss, and then you see our starting room. I'm gonna go like this way. I'm gonna start here, and then I'm gonna work over and try to get another boss right now. That's what I'm doing. I've gotten all the resources I need, so now I just need the last boss item. See, that's not a boss, it could be the next 2 as well. Oh, there's the range. You always want to be praying. These guys will hit pretty hard. So I could have got slapped there for like a 40, but I got a little lucky that there's a wall here. Alright, that's all the resources we'll need. Also, sometimes you run low on resources for prayer and run speed. You can just make a potion on the way if that happens, just like this. And then sip the potion. It's a stamina combined with a prayer potion. So yeah, after you get your boss items, you're going to TP back with the crystal shard. If you do need to go back out, you need to make another crystal shard. That's something you forget sometimes. And that's this one right here, Corrupted Teleport Crystal. Yeah, so you need enough slots to pick up your shit here. I don't need basically anything anymore. So I don't need this, 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 this. And I'll pick up my stuff. Remember we have a halberd, and now we have a bowstring as well. So we're gonna finish the halberd. We're gonna grab the perfect bow. And then we're gonna go legs, chest, helm. Equip our stuff. Drop. Then we're gonna cook up. Okay, so for me, melee is my best DPS, not bow. So I'm gonna start by hitting him with melee. As you see, we didn't get enough fish there because we actually dropped a couple over here. But we still have plenty of time, so it's not really a big deal. That happens sometimes. As you can see, it's pretty AFK this when you get used to it. So yeah, we're just gonna cook the fish. The boss will always start attacking ranged, which is important to know. We're gonna start hitting with melee. We're gonna protect the range, we're gonna attack melee. It's kind of hard to commentate on the boss, but I'll try my best. Important thing about entering is you want to wait till he's in a corner, and then as soon as he hits you, you're gonna press start on your Hunllef altar. I don't like his position, so I'm gonna, oh no, his position's good actually. So he's gonna hit me, and I press. Now we listen for the beautiful Australian voice. Tell us when to switch prayers.
1, mage.
Mage. And then now we'll also switch to the ranged. We count 6 attacks. 1, 2, 3,
2, 1,
4,
range.
5, 6. Then we switch.
2, 1, mage.
Is that it's usually kind of hard to talk during this, but I'll try my best.
2.
Try and eat up all at
1,
once just to make it simple on myself. Also try to keep my health pretty high so I don't get goobed.
2, 1, mage.
And yeah, sometimes I attack incorrectly off prayer, stuff like that. It's not the end of the world, I have more than enough DPS.
2, 1, range.
Eat. Eat all the way up. As you saw there, I did not keep my health high, but
2, 1,
much.
mage.
You want to make sure your camera's kind of like mine is right now. I forgot what it was on. Nope,
2,
it was on mage.
one.
That's a good example.
Range.
See what happens when you pray wrong? You do not want to pray wrong. It's actually top priority. It's praying correctly. Now you get to see, even with
2,
very shitty
1,
play, it's still
mage.
possible. So yeah, praying is always top priority.
2, 1, range.
It's probably tornadoes, then it's probably floor, and then offensively praying.
2,
You can walk over
one,
a tornado like I did there,
mage.
if it's 1 hex away from you.
Two, 1, range.
Sipping prayer doesn't waste a tick, but eating does.
2, 1, mage.
Just gonna switch prayer soon.
2,
I'm
1,
gonna heat up before the
range.
tornadoes come here. Only because I suck and can very well get hit by him. You usually want to click long.
2,
Gauntlet.
1,
Just-
mage.
This is a terrible spot I got myself in, but it's okay. Just don't panic and run right over them.
2, 1, range.
Tornadoes will come soon, so
2,
speed up.
1, mage.
This is good. A lot of room here. I usually like to be not behind the boss for this reason.
2, 1, range.
Got a little lucky there. Not gonna lie, but it's okay.
2, 1, mage.
There's no reason for me to be this low in health, but you know, I am.
2, 1, range. Two, 1, mage. Two,
And we'll
1,
finish him off.
range.
As you saw, it was a pretty bad Hunllef. We still had plenty of food. We're still fine. And yeah, that's all you gotta do. Collect your shit loot. Never lucky. Yep. Complete trash. So there you have it. GG's.
For the love of Samrock, please subscribe.